So if you guys attended our previous session last Monday, all about the application, hopefully you would have applied by now, but if not, that's okay. We'll get you there. One housekeeping note, please use the Q&A function in the bottom right of this WebEx meeting. That way we can see all your chat and your questions, and we can make sure that we address those as they come in. And don't hold back if you have any questions. Rachel will be monitoring that throughout this. So she'll see it, she'll jump in, we'll make sure that we get your questions answered. Okay, so this is your new student checklist. This is everything that you guys need to do once you have applied. If you have not applied yet, that's okay. Your first step is to do that. You can do that through Apply Texas, www.applytexas.org. Create your account, fill out the application. The turnaround time on that is 24 to 48 hours. Once we get all your information, we'll send you an email. It'll have all the to-do list and your checklist, all the stuff you need to do, and your Lone Star ID number will be on there. That's going to be the most important bit of information. Anytime we refer to your Lone Star ID number, it's a 7-digit number, starts with a 773 right now, and that's what we're always going to be looking for. So once you do your Apply Texas and you get your Lone Star ID number, your next step is to create your My Lone Star account. Down here in the bottom left, we have your steps for that. Go to www.lonestar.edu, click on My Lone Star in the upper right, and then you'll want to click Reset Password. You have to put in your Lone Star ID number. You have to do 6 security questions, all different answers, and you get to create 4. 2 of them are preset. Once you do that, you set up your password, and then you can log in and you can see a digital version of this to-do list. Once you get into your My Lone Star and you're looking at your student checklist, you need to complete placement testing. We do accept SAT and ACT scores, or if you haven't taken that or your scores are not up to, move this just in case, don't hit that. We offer the TSI test. And this can all be done in Building C, the Student Services Building. That's where our testing center is housed, along with financial aid, advising, and admissions. So, quick note, the TSI test, all our scores are listed here, but the TSI test, we can mix and match with the SAT. So say you did really well in math, but maybe not so great in the evidence-based reading and writing. That's what the EBRW stands for. You can just take the reading and writing portion of the TSI. You don't have to take the math portion, or vice versa. If you have to take the full TSI, it is $29. If you only have to take a portion, it is $10 per. And with the ACT, because it has a composite score, we are held to that, and it will be an all or nothing. So even if you get the 23 composite and a 19 in math, but maybe you got a 17 in English, you would have to take the full TSI or submit SAT scores. Once you complete your placement testing, you have to satisfy the bacterial meningitis requirement. So in Texas, it is a law that everybody under the age of 22 has to submit proof of a bacterial meningitis vaccine. It's included in most boosters now, so you've probably gotten it already. You can get your shot record from your doctor and upload that. Because we are not a health organization, we have to go through a third party. So if you choose to upload it through your My Lone Star account, it does cost $10.50. Again, it goes through a third party. So that money's not coming to us, it's going to a company called Magnus Health. If you don't want to upload your shot record or you don't want to get the shot, you can sign what we call a conscientious objection waiver. That basically says, I understand if there's an outbreak of bacterial meningitis at the Lone Star campus and I contract it, I don't have any legal ground to sue Lone Star. So just keep that in mind. If you get the shot and you still don't want to pay, you can sign the waiver anyway, but just understand what that waiver is when you submit it. The waiver is free. Once you submit your test scores and take care of the bacterial meningitis hold, you need to attend a new student orientation. All of those currently, due to COVID, are online or virtual. So you can sign up for a virtual session, which would be much like this, where they'll go over a presentation. They'll tell you all about Lone Star, all the student resources, all the stuff you can do. And at new student orientation, you also register for classes. So you have an opportunity to talk with an advisor, and really kind of hammer out what you want to do. Once you register for your classes, you have to pay for them. If you guys are planning on coming in the fall of 2021, payment will be due in August. It's always due about 14 to 20 days before classes start. So just be aware of the deadlines and when all that needs to be done. Rachel, good? Okay. Go. Oh, I clicked out of it. So sorry.
Okay, so we have a good question. Sorry, Cameron.
Okay.
We have a good question in the chat box right now. One of the students asks, if I'm a dual credit student and I already have a Lone Star ID, do I need to fill out an application? The answer to that is no. If you are taking dual credit classes on your high school campus or even at our campus, please do not fill out another application. Your student ID number will stay the same. You already have a My Lone Star account. And when you graduate, the dual credit indicator on your account will come off. So don't fill out another application.
Perfect. And you'll pick up where you left off with your dual credit in high school. So you're not going to have to retake any of the classes that you already took, unless maybe you're looking to maybe you didn't do so hot and you want to bump that GPA up. But otherwise, you just pick up where you left off and continue on from there. Good.
So do we have any questions before we keep going? All right. Go ahead, Kim.
Okay. So typically on campus during, normal times, non-COVID era, we have what we call the Maverick Assistance Center. It's in Building C, the Student Services Building, and it's right as you enter the front door. We have a variety of services there. It's staffed by admissions and financial aid and advising and all that. And we can handle quick questions there. During COVID times, we've made that virtual. It's still staffed by all the same people. So if you guys have a quick question, need to drop a class real quick or talk to financial aid, you guys can sign into our virtual MAC. The hours are listed here Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 and Saturday, 9 to 2. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to get to this real quick in case you ever want to do that. Here we go. So if you go to lonestar.edu, click on locations up here at the top and then click on LSC-Montgomery. Then if you scroll down just a little bit, you can click on connect remotely or on campus. And it's going to bring you to the Montgomery Student Resources page. So you have your link to the virtual MAC here with your access code and password. But also down here, you have all the other services. So you can speak with admissions. They have a live chat. They're also on campus during the same hours as the virtual MAC. So if you want to do in-person services, you can go to Building C. We are open. Services are limited by our staff right now, but you can absolutely go to campus and meet with a live person. We have links for advising here. You can do a live chat, which is through your My Lone Star, or go again to the virtual Maverick Assistance Center and speak with the representative there. But bookstore, business office, call center, everything that's housed in Building C and around campus is here for you. So keep that in mind. Do we have any questions about that? Not yet. That's okay. So here's your contact information for us, Rachel and myself, along with Dallas and Dr. LeBron and Brandon, and the schools we cover. So if you guys want to take a picture of this, or if you ever forget who your rep is and you want to talk to somebody about Lone Star, go to the College and Career Center, talk to your counselor in there. They know us, they love us, and they will get you in contact with who you need to speak with.
Yes, and you're always welcome to ask any of us questions. We listed specifically which campuses we serve because normally when it's not COVID, we are on your campus every other week, and so it's easy for you to come and talk to us. So that's why we have it broken down by high school, but anyone at Lone Star or in Building C can probably help you answer your question, especially the admissions department.
Absolutely.
So since we're not on your campus in person, those are our emails. That is the best way to reach us since we are not on the Lone Star campus and we're not on the high school campuses yet either.
Right. And down at the bottom, when you guys need to submit your test scores, you can send them directly to student records at that email address. Just make sure you write your Lone Star student ID number on the top. And same thing with your bacterial meningitis waiver. If you do elect to sign that conscientious objection form, you can email it directly to student records. Again, just make sure your ID number is on top so they know who it belongs to.
Yes, emailing your test scores is probably going to be the easiest way to get them to our system. You can send them through College Board, but if you just want to download the PDF version of your test scores, write your ID number at the top and send it to that email, that'll be the quickest way to get them in the system.
Right. Okay, y'all. That's a quick presentation from us. If you have any questions, let us know. I'm going to leave this up. Our next event is on November 9th, next Monday, 5 p.m. It's an Honors College open house. So if you have any questions about the Honors College, what you need to do to get into the Honors College, maybe you're a dual credit student and you're interested in it, what it all looks like, reach out to them, go to that open house, and they'll cover all that information for you. If you guys have questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you don't, you're free to go. We're not going to hold you any later than we have to. Or if you have a specific question, want to hang around, we will be here. Thank you.
Okay, we have a question here. It says, I forgot my login info. Is calling the help desk my only option? If you're trying to log into your My Lone Star account, you can go to where you're going to log in and click forgot password, and then it will prompt you with a series of security questions. If you can't get past that part, there is a phone number for OTS. Cameron, you know it?
Yeah, it's 832-813-6600. If you've forgotten your Lone Star ID number, just put your email in the chat with your name and date of birth, or email, name, date of birth. If you put that in the chat, we can look it up for you and send it to you. Let me go back to this contact.
Daniel, did that answer your question? Okay, there's someone in the chat that says, can you give the email to submit test scores in the chat? It was covered on my screen. Yes, let me do that real quick. The email to submit your test scores is mc-studentrecords@lonestar.edu, and I'm going to put that in the chat here. Okay, so we have another question in the Q&A. What information do I need to provide? Oops, sorry. What information do I need to provide to recover my account or recover my login? You will need to provide your name, usually your date of birth. They might ask you a couple of security questions. If you're trying to do it online yourself, it'll be answering a series of security questions. If you're on the phone with someone, the security questions might be a little bit different, but they'll be able to reset your account so that you can reset your password. If you're wanting one of us to help look your account up to tell you your ID number, we will need your name, your date of birth, and an email address that we can email you your student ID number.
Okay, so we got a question about financial aid. If you have already applied to Lone Star and you have an account at Lone Star, you can go ahead and start filling out the FAFSA now. It did open on October 1st. And it's, the best way that I can relate it, it's like when you fill out your taxes, money takes a little bit. So the sooner you get it in, the sooner we can get everything taken care of. So if you happen to be selected for verification, which just means you need to submit more information, they can get that taken care of quickly. So the benefit of doing it now versus waiting is you're not going to be under as much pressure. And Lone Star has all kinds of scholarships available, but you will need to reach out to financial aid to discuss those. I try to stay on top of them, but there's just so many I can't keep up with it, and I'd hate to tell you something wrong.
Another question we have in the chat is, will the recorded session be going out? Yes. As soon as we get the link, we will send out this recorded session so that you can rewatch it and have all of the information with you. Whatever email address you use to sign up for this event, that's the email we will send the link to. Okay, we have another question. When do you select classes for fall 2021? So registration will open usually in April. So April, you will be able to actually register for your classes as long as you have your checklist complete. You'll be able to search for classes a few weeks before that. So I would try looking in March, late March or early April, start using the class search button, and then you'll be able to actually enroll in them in mid to late April.
All right. Excuse me. And in the Q&A, all of the information about the Honors College will be next week. They are the subject matter experts on that. So they'll be the ones that you want to listen to about that. And I put that back up. So if you want to scan that QR code, you can register for that event.
Okay, guys, if there aren't any more questions, you are free to go. I hope y'all have a great night and thank you for coming.